Louis Chenu, family-run winery in Savigny-les-Beaune, founded in 1914 and currently helmed by the fifth-generation sisters Juliette and Caroline. Viticulture is certified organic, and the sisters are seen in the vineyard throughout the season, undertaking tasks such as pruning, tying down, and treatments needed. The winemaking is classic for Burgundy. Reds are destemmed. They see a short, cold soak before native fermentations at cool temperatures with daily cap manipulations over about 2 weeks. The wines are barreled down for 18 months in a small percentage new oak and are typically not filtered before bottling. For the elusive whites, the grapes go direct to the press. Fermentations are with native yeast in used barrels, and the wines are kept on lees for 12 months before filtering at bottling. Savigny-les-Beaune is the third largest appellation in the Côte de Beaune, but all 22 Premier Crus are in a very, very small area on 2 hills at the southern tip of the appellation, sandwiched between the communes of Savigny-les-Beaune, Pernod-Vergelès, Aloxy-Corton, and Beaune. They take up 2 hills on opposite sides of the small Rhône stream. To the east of the stream, we have the top Premier Crus of All Serpentière and All Vergelès. And sandwiched in between those, we have the crus we're working with here of All Clou and La Lavière. On the opposite side of the Rhône stream, adjacent to Beaune, we have Mont Batois. This hill is north-northeast facing, and here we see Le Haut-Aron, as well as Les Sacours, where the whites come from. Typically, on the east side of the stream, we see wines that are light and pure, and on the west side, owing to a difference in aspect, as well as more sand in the soil and a little bit of ironstone, we have a little bit more of a tannic bite and a sort of a rustic quality. We'll start on the east side of the Rhône with Au Clos. The name is an alternate word meaning clos. So here we are designating a walled site. And this shares a border with the top cru Au Serpentière, which Chandon de Brie makes a very well-known bottling of. On the opposite side of Serpentière, we have La Lavière. This name is derived from lave, which means flat stone, and it's a reference to the Merovingian era cemetery on the site. Now, 2018, while generally considered a legendary vintage for Burgundy, was the hottest and driest summer/fall on record since 2003. Typically, wines from this vintage show high alcohol, but due to a cool, wet spring and ample water in the soils, they do keep a freshness and good acidity. What I love here, owing to the south and the eastern aspect, we're still at a very balanced 12.5% here, with very good fruit concentration and ample aromatics. For Lo Aron, we are on the other side of the Rhône. This is the top aspect of the Aron vineyard, where we see limestone and sand, and at this higher elevation, we get more ironstone. This does have a more sort of carnal, savory element to it, with that little bit more sort of tannic edge. We're very balanced 12.5% here, and we are showing a little bit darker fruit with that same great aromatics and balanced acidity.
Terrific. That's really well done. If I have a bottle placement for a list in a steakhouse that tends towards more American wines, which wine would you suggest?
The Haut-Aron for sure. We have that carnal aspect, a savory component that's great with grilled meat. And this is going to show fruit concentration that someone looking for an American Pinot would appreciate, as well as tannin to stand up to the protein.
Terrific. You mentioned also Chandon de Brie. How do these fit? Can you talk to anything about winemaking styles for Chenu versus other producers we might know in Savigny?
Yeah, so Simon Bise and Chandon de Brie are the 2 top domains and the winemaking is very, very similar. We are both seeing destemming whole berry fermentations with a short cold soak before fermentations, which are kept with native yeast at the classic sort of cool Burgundy cellar temperature. So we're looking here at similar winemaking from vineyards, either the same vineyards or vineyards that share borders, and at a underdog pricing.
Love it. Terrific. Thank you very much. I am going to stop the recording. We can keep talking, but bravo.
Thank you.